We're over in Cheshire for the regional championships today. There's been snowing overnight, but it's not too cold. It's about 2 degrees or so. Just done recon. Managed to actually get a good few laps in. This course is, yeah, I quite enjoy it. It's undulating, no kind of really too steep kind of banks to do anything, and it's actually kind of devoid of really any features. There's a couple of switchback turns and stuff that are quite tight and quite slow, but apart from that, there's nothing too difficult. The most difficult bit is that it's a little bit slippy on the foot because, as you can see, a bit of snow, a bit of ice, and also it's like a farmer's field. So there's a lot of kind of like tractor ruts and stuff in the middle of corners, and if you kind of take the wrong line, get bumped one of those, and yeah, a bit all over the place. But I like it a lot. But yeah, today it's just seniors only, so no juniors and no vet 4s in our vet 40s in our race, so just the seniors. Yeah, so it's a North Championship, so that includes Yorkshire, the Northwest and the Northeast. But we're over in Cheshire, and I doubt that many people from the Northeast have driven down the 4 or 5 hours it is to get down to here. So probably going to be mainly Yorkshire riders and Northwest riders. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see what the Northwest riders are like. But yeah, I don't see myself getting too much of a result today. Hoping to finish hopefully further forward than where I'm gridded. So I'm gridded 29th, and if I can get anywhere further forward than that, I'll be happy. That'll be a good day out. Got about 40 minutes until our race, so I need to try and keep warm. But yeah, and yeah, we'll get cracking with it. So unfortunately I was too cold and wet and yeah, hurting all over to kind of do a kind of outro to the vlog and sum up how the race went. So yeah, it's a couple of days later, and yeah, that crash, it taking its toll a little bit, all kind of down my left hand side. Yeah, I'm in a little bit of pain, especially on my shin. I've got a massive lump. Yeah, I don't know what that came from, but yeah, how did I crash? Well, yeah, I was just well, actually, I'll start from the beginning. I'll start from the beginning of the race. And so yeah, I got a really good start, probably the best start this season. Managed to kind of move up around the outside of the bunch, get myself up into that top 20. Yeah, because I started pretty much on the back row. I think I was like second from back row. But yeah, we've only like a couple of people on that back row, so yeah, pretty much back row. Got up into that kind of first kind of slow turns and stuff, made up a couple of places there, and then yeah, that first lap settled in, feeling pretty good. Managed to move up a few more places, and I was up into about, I think, 16th place, and I was trying to kind of bridge across from kind of group I was in on the first lap into like a little group of like 2 or 3. I think George was in that group in front of me, so I was kind of pushing a little bit harder than yeah, pushing quite hard to try and to close that gap. And yeah, unfortunately came to this corner, left-hander, slightly off camber, nothing too much, and I think I don't know what happened, but basically my bike just kind of stopped dead, like my front wheel just kind of stopped dead, and I just went ejected. This is, yeah, pretty much press the ejector button over the handlebars and kind of landed on my my left hand side, like right on my shoulder, my hip, my knee. Yeah, so, and I landed pretty hard. Like Nathan said after the race, he said when you crashed, it's like the ground shook, and like the ground being completely frozen, like yeah, it was not like your usual kind of cyclocross crash where you get back up again and you're moving on because you got a nice soft landing. This one hurt. This one was like hitting concrete, which I've already done this season, breaking my hip. So yeah, that was not fun, and it was on the same side as well, so I was a bit worried about that. So I took a little bit of time kind of getting back up again. Yeah, it took me a good few seconds, and that group that I was trying to get away from me came back to me. Tried to stick with them for a bit. They were very nice, asking if I was okay and stuff, but yeah, I was like really struggling to even hold the wheel at that point. Like just like, do you know, I was really uncertain of whether I should continue or not. Like obviously driving all that way there to then crash pretty much on the second lap quite hard. I was like, no, like I might as well just like yeah, I just went into kind of survival mode and just kind of struggled towards the end. And then actually by the kind of last couple of laps I started to feel a little bit better again and started trying to push again, and obviously I was getting a little bit, after a few laps I was getting more confident in pushing it around the corners, because I think that was the thing. Like I in the practice I did like a full on race lap, like race pace lap, and I just felt so dialed. I felt like I knew the course, I knew all the corners, I knew how everything was kind of riding, and I really could push through pretty much every corner. And then obviously crashing, that knocked my confidence completely, and yeah, I wasn't really sure where the grip was, and Ted's decided to run off into this field. Hey Ted, this way mate. What was I saying? Yeah, I just kind of lost confidence in where the grip was and stuff. But then yeah, after a couple of laps that came back, and yeah, I was pushing towards the end. Managed to make up 1 place before the end, I think. So yeah, end up 22nd overall, which is okay. I think it's 17th over 23. And considering most people are under 30 racing, I consider that pretty good. But yeah, so on the one hand, very disappointed, crashing. What could have been, who knows. But on the other hand, really happy with my form, really happy with how I'm approaching kind of the recon, working out what's best for me, and then yeah, trying to get the best race I can possibly do. So yeah, I've got 3 more races left of this season. So the next up is Sheffield in a couple of weeks time, so hopefully my knee and my shin and stuff will heal up by then. I'm happy it will, and hopefully we can push for that top 20 and we'll get there before the end of the season. Sorry, one more thing I just want to do a shout out to the course builders. That course was absolutely brilliant. Like I just really enjoyed it. And yeah, there's also a call out because like in our local league, Yorkshire League, they've been talking about it recently about people volunteering, because yeah, like without volunteers, these kind of races won't happen, and yeah, we won't have like this brilliant sport that we do if we have no races. So if you are racing, try and help out as much as you can. Like, even if it's a case of just clearing up the stakes at the end of the races, it really helps people out. Like, we finished closer to like 4 p.m. like with the last people coming across the line, so that's pretty much half an hour, if that, until it gets dark. And without people kind of helping clearing up, then yeah, like, it's just, yeah, people will be clearing up in the dark, and that's no fun at all. So yeah, I've tried to help out earlier this year with one of the races, helping set up the course and stuff. So yeah, I had to get out there early in the morning, but didn't really affect my racing at all later in the afternoon. And then I always try to kind of collect a few stakes and stuff at an end of a race. So yeah, that's basically, if you're racing, or if you're not, come and help out our race. Like, watching cyclocross in person is just brilliant. And yeah, marshalling, helping out, you don't really have to do much. You just have to stand there and just make sure everyone's safe, and that's it. You don't need any qualifications or anything. Really easy. Regional, like, grassroots sports is what makes kind of, I don't know what I'm trying to say here, but yeah, like, without everyone helping out, like, this sport won't happen. So yeah, do your bit. All right, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.